Good afternoon, underwater hockey fans from around the world. You've currently joined in to join us for the Great Britain versus France in the under-19 men's category. My name is Lewis Salim and I'll be commentating on the rest of this game for you. The score is currently 0-0 with 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first half. GB currently have the puck going down the left wall. Big battle, hand on the barrier by the Great Britain player, but not holding, which is perfectly legal in the course of the gameplay. It's a big scrap. And that's a stoppage by the referee. We'll see what foul he's come off with. And that's a blocking against the French number 9, so an advantage puck for Great Britain. France powering away down the middle of the pool, but there has been a stoppage by the referee once again. And that's a stick infringement and an advantage puck to Great Britain. This has also been followed up with a timeout for Great Britain by team coach Rob Tinker. He now has 1 minute to confer with his team on a strategy to see out the last 5 minutes of this half. The Great Britain forwards there down nice and early to perform a static block move to allow the centre-back Tom Pitchforth some time to release the puck, but it's been turned over to the French now, and there's a scrap in the middle of the pool in the melee, and the Great Britain players come away with it, but he's been held up by the French. It's come out once again to a Great Britain player. They're right in front of the French goal. They're trying to drive it through. Still in the danger zone for the French, but one of their players has something out and there is a call by the referee. And that's a stick foul against number 8. The referee is looking for 1 for minute, number 8, I can't tell which team what's 8 or something. Yes, foul. That is Matthijs Pujol. And Great Britain will have a man advantage. And it is French number 8 who is being sent out for and this free puck, but first we have a French timeout. So with 15 seconds left of the timeout, this is the opportunity that Great Britain need to draw ahead in the early stages of this game. And it's a great opportunity with that man advantage. just hovering at the back of the melee there, and the French are taking it out to the left wall, a good defensive position for them. Great Britain trying to take it off the wall and back into the centre of the pool. Obviously, as good as it is to move your way down the wall in open play, going into the corners on that back wall is a very difficult position to score from, and that is why they've got it in the middle of the pool now. But again, the French are trying to take it to that left wall. And that is dangerously close to the tin, but Great Britain forward just beaten by the Frenchmen. And a stoppage in play once again. That's illegal moving of the puck by Great Britain, so they will be pushed back and the puck will be brought to the 5-metre line. And Chief Referee Stephen Cars is awarding a team warning to the French for stick fouls. So further to this warning, if any player is seen to do a deliberate stick foul, they shall be out for a minimum of 1 minute, or more likely 2 minutes, depending on the severity of the foul. So the French have taken it to that left wall, their favoured side, as it is away from the Great Britain subs bench, meaning that they can continue to drive it, and there is no advantage if the Great Britain team were to substitute players in, because they would have to go away from the gameplay. Great Britain now, if they get it, will bring it to their left wall, our near side where the cameras are, so they can get those fresh players in without it affecting the gameplay. Taken into the corner and trying to go down that left wall, as I said. You'll see players coming in now. There we go, there comes one of them. That's Nathan Archer getting into the pool. And there goes young Matthew Adams, the youngest player who is representing Great Britain this summer at these 3rd World Age Group Championship Games in Castellón. And a stoppage in play once again by the referee on the near side to the subs bench. And it's a blocking foul against Great Britain. The signal of a referee holding his hands in front and forward and backwards moving motion is to symbolise one of 3 things that can be shepherding, blocking or barging from the defending team. Nice turn there by the Frenchman, but Great Britain play is down nice and early at the back to make sure that they can't go through. Just 53 seconds now remaining in the half. Great Britain getting the bodies down, which is really good to see. The French trying to take it down the back wall. Very difficult position to score from, as going down the wall you have a goal which is only a matter of inches wide, whereas attacking from the front you have a goal that is about 6 foot long. 25 seconds now. That puck's still in the corner. Great defensive play by Great Britain to hold it there. Seeing out the last 15 seconds now. That puck's still in the corner. Tom Pitchforth doing well to hold it there. There is a rule in play, for those of you that don't know, that a player can take it into the corner, but the second player has to play it out so as not to play on time wasting, and that sees us to the end of the first half. Teams will now change ends, and 3 minutes for the coaches to talk to his team, give them a bit more motivation that they need. Everyone knows how important it is to not make any mistakes and to do well in the pool, get that first goal to put pressure on your opponents. Semi-final stage is do or die time for both these teams, just the channel separating them both. I'll be back in 2 minutes. There we go, we're underway on the second half. It's alright. So the puck back in the middle of the pool, and the French will try and stick it on that far wall again as they move forward. We're breaking out into the centre. Nice driving flick by the Frenchman in on the goal, but great pressure by the Great Britain back to force him to turn. Nice to see a lot of Great Britain bodies down and see that puck forced wide into their right corner. Nievev subbed in, of course, so they'll try to go down that side and allow the fresh players to come in. And that's great play. That looks like Zach Tate. Yes, that was Zach Tate playing his club hockey at Rochdale in Manchester, and nationally he likes to play for Southport. And he's down there now with Nathan Archer, a Batley player. Nathan's mum and dad, Belinda and Eric, are out here at the moment supporting their son. And this is Tom Pitchforth, another Batley player. His mum has been coaching the Great Britain under-19 ladies, which his sister Emma also plays for, and his third sibling Dan and his father Hayden have also come out to support him for this semi-final. Referee there sending out a French player for 1 minute for a stick foul, which is what they got warned for in the first half of this game. So the puck is reset. Good position for Great Britain. The free forwards down nice and early to give Tom Pitchforth time on the puck. Looks like Harry Elsmore taking it wide, and he'll try to keep it out of that corner by driving it into the centre. Christoph Gilson. This is great position by Great Britain. Nice drive. It's on the edge of the goal now. Just disappointment as it sticks out just that little bit. The referee's dropping down to get the best view to see if it has gone in, and there has been a stoppage. And it's a penalty goal that has been awarded for Great Britain. Great Britain doing really well there, using the man advantage that they have, and obviously you can see there the Great Britain flags flying. That's just a symbol of what pressure can do to teams. You force them into a mistake, and right on the goal line normally that would just be given as a gloving foul, but because it was gloving it away from the goal or stopping a certain goal, a penalty goal was awarded. Oh, and it's been given to Elliot Atkins. Play underway again. French winning the strike and going straight through the centre of the Great Britain team. Hard to see what's going on. Ah, there we go, thanks to the corner cam. And there's been a stoppage in play. Referees are looking at one another. And it is a goal for the French. French number 4 scoring that goal. Remy Deram, who was just 1 moment ago sat on the side for his stick infringement foul. Still plenty of time to go in this second half. 11 minutes and 10 seconds still on the clock. That was a great response by the French, but let's see how the Great Britain team can react to that comeback goal. Head should still be high. They're not out of this game yet. Long time to go. And it's Nathan Archer once again going down that wall. Harry Elsmore trying to follow him through and not going up, only going to mid-water. Was a great tactic there by Nathan Archer. Once again Great Britain putting many men behind the puck, switching it off that right wall into the centre towards the goal. Harry Elsmore there playing his hockey at the moment for Team Southwest, who just gained promotion back into Division 1 of the Northwest Championship, which is held in November during Great Britain's underwater hockey season, which will be starting again shortly. Teams are already in training for that. And it's a advantage puck for Great Britain, illegal use of the free arm. Some swimmers will say that this is part of their swimming stroke as they move their left arm back, after having it in front of him to give him a little bit of an extra push, but if that comes in contact with any player, that is deemed as a foul, as they have gained an unfair advantage. Tom Pitchforth down on the puck, driving towards his team, a little flick so as not to get any headshots, which would result in an unsportsmanlike conduct foul of 2 minutes. Very wise play there. Puck still in the middle, being driven forward by Great Britain. Moving out wide, bringing it back into the centre, but a French back down to cut out that play. So the puck again with the French on that far wall, making it very hard for either team to use substitutes, and it's a illegal advance of the puck again by France, and another Great Britain advantage puck. And there you can hear the Great Britain fans spurring on the encouragement for their team in the water, and down they go. 8 minutes 10 remaining in the half. And a stoppage again by the referee. And that's breaking by the French defence. So what will happen now, for those of you who don't know, the puck will now be moved into the centre of the goal. It wasn't pulled up straight away because Great Britain had an advantage as they moved it forward. But now, to gain maximum advantage for that further foul, the puck has been moved into the centre. Elsewhere in the pool, it would have been moved forward another 3 metres. Here we go. Puck driven into the melee. Bats on it. It's very difficult to see what's going on as a referee and the commentator from this position. But Great Britain not letting the French get out of that corner. Zach Tate there, forcing him in. Great show of fitness there by the Great Britain boys, staying down when it really mattered, making sure there were bodies between the lines of the French players. And there's been a stoppage once again by the referee, and that's a stick foul against the Great Britain player, so it will be a France advantage puck in the middle of the pool. He's taken to the edge of a tin. Harry Ellsmore staying down, fighting with it, taking it to the corner, holding it there, allowing his team to reset so they can attempt to drive it out of that corner and go back at the French. This position at the moment, although it's feared for Great Britain, it is also very good for them to get fresh players in. Is it right underneath their subs in a chance to break now maybe? No, it's cut out by the French and taken back across into the middle of the pool. Bodies down everywhere, and Great Britain has come out of the melee and they are swinging it to the far side to safety. Danger period over for the moment. Great Britain just taking their time with it, making an advance down that far left wall. And this is a team warning that has been issued by the referee to the French for illegal advancement of the puck. That can be amongst anything of moving your foot to knock the puck down, or using a glove is the most frequent foul to advance the puck rather than the stick gaining an advantage there. And the French coach has signalled for a timeout, so we all have a minute. Both coaches obviously allowed to enter the water and talk to their teams. 5 minutes and 4 remaining in this second half. If it is to stay like a draw, we will see extra time for 5 minutes each way, and then that will be followed by a golden goal knockout. So 40 seconds left of this French timeout, 5 minutes remaining in the half. Five seconds and we're underway once again. The Great Britain players go down. And here goes the drive. Great Britain keeping it on that left wall. Everyone fresh after that timeout. Keeping it away from the French subs bin, so they can tire him out along that back wall. That's a strategy that a lot of the teams at this level will try and do due to the fitness of their players. And the referee there signalling that there was no goal due to an illegal advancement of the puck. And there may be a French player sent out for that reason, as it is awarded to Great Britain, as they were just given a team warning, unless that was my mistake and it was in fact a personal warning. No, everybody's staying in the pool. And the drive on from Great Britain. Great tackle by the Frenchman there, and a great drive by him to get him well into the Great Britain half. But Great Britain keeping their cool, taking it to the corner, allowing the team time to reset. And soon they will begin to drive out down that far wall, as they do now. It's driven into the middle of the pool, and Harry Elsmore has it. Harry Elsmore has space to swim. He's a strong boy, is Harry Elsmore. But he is tackled in the centre of the pool, about 7 metres out from the goal line. And the stoppage in the play by the referees once again. And it's blocking foul against Great Britain. Blocking foul against Great Britain. 2 minutes 45 left in the half. And away we go once again, the French down. Look a bit of puck under the bodies, and it's Great Britain who come out with it. Move into the middle of the pool. Great Britain have numbers down, but it's cut out by the French back. Zach Tate with a nice inside flick over the Frenchman's back. Great play there by that young man. And great use of his fitness staying down. Unlucky to lose the puck to the French back there. Nathan Archer holding it on the wall, trying to make his way down there, turning his stick so as not to give away a foul. Tom Pitcher-Fair getting down, and up he comes. And it's an advantage puck to Great Britain because of that foul. French number 7 is going to be removed from the pool for a minute. That is Vincent Idrisov. And he will be out for 2 minutes. He is out for the remainder of the game. Great Britain have a big chance here with that man advantage for the remainder of this game. 1 minute and 58 remaining in the half. And the clock has stopped because it is in that last 2 minutes to avoid any time wasting from any team players. So down they go, nice and early. Out towards the middle. Players staying down, trying to drive it. French taking it out to the wall near their subs bin. It'll allow them to get in some fresh players. Down the wall again they go. Looks like Aaron Lindsay there on the puck, and there's been a call. Blocking, and Nathan Archer unfortunately has been sent out for 2 minutes as well. These players will get in if it goes to extra time, but until then this is a 5-on-5 match. Score still at 1-1, 1 minute and 12 remaining in the half, and it looks like Rob Tinkler has taken his second timeout of this match. Whilst he talks to his team, I'd just like to say that at 5:15 local time, it's 4:15 back in the UK, we have the Great Britain under-23 ladies team who will be taking on the Colombian under-23 ladies team in their semi-final. That's happening in just over 2 hours. Sorry, just an hour until that game, and that's a great opportunity to log back onto your screens and watch that match. Glenn Schofield captaining a team led by Tess Thompson as vice captain and Bella Saunderson as captain in that team. Very excited for that match. Their first game was a cracker, it finished 5-5. But for now, we're going back to this game, 1-1 between Great Britain and France. French singing voices coming out in the storm. Players will be trying to block that out as they do their best to defend and try and go for that winning goal before the end of regular time. The French free puck through to the forwards. Players staying down. Great work by Zach Tate there. Matthew Adams, youngest player on the team once again. His father, Richard Adams, is the team manager. You will see him on the side of the pool. Great work by the players to get down there in numbers, and the clock will stop on 0:44. And that is a foul against Great Britain. A foul against Great Britain. So we'll move back 2 meters. And the French will get down to take their free puck. And they drive towards the middle. Poor flick. Cut out well by the Great Britain players. Harry Elsmore there, scrapping. Got to be careful in instances like that not to give away a stick foul. Harry doing very well there to make contact with the puck before he made contact with the opponent's arm or stick. Once again getting down, 25 seconds left. Nicely this time by the Frenchman. Players need to get down. Great Britain taking it to the corner, and the game is stopping. Stick infringement, and that's good to see. It's a stick infringement against the French, and that will mean that the pressure is off Great Britain for these final few seconds in the game. And another French player will be sent out for 2 minutes. That will mean in extra time they will start with 4, and Great Britain will start with 5. 8 seconds left, as presumably Tom Pitchforth will take it to the wall to run down the clock. Holding it there, and that is the end of normal time, ladies and gentlemen. There will be a 3-minute stoppage whilst teams change ends, and they will be told what is happening during this period. There will be 2 5-minute halves of extra time, and then between these halves there is only a 1-minute break. Those players that have been sent out are allowed to join their teams for this team talk, but they will be told to remove themselves out of the pool and go back to their chairs once game is to resume. We will be back in just a couple of moments.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have got a game on our hands here, and as I join young Lewis from the GB under-23 teams. Lewis, you'd be pretty happy to see GB putting up a real competition here against the French.
Oh yeah, it's really great to see. Great response from them going out in the second half, getting that goal first. Really hard to take a quick goal when the French come straight down your end and knock one in. But then they've held their own, they've not panicked, and they've seen the game out to the end and kept the tie. So extra time is what awaits us, Nick.
Yeah, it's really good to see these games being tight, and it's a reflection of how close this competition's been. And the two coaches here, they'll be used to fighting out tight battles. We've got Paul Barrow there, the French coach, who played in that French elite side for many years, facing up against a New Zealand coach at the head of the GB team here, Rob Tinkler, who's still a member of their New Zealand elite team. And French and the Kiwis fought out a lot of close battles in the elites recently. And I think the coaches, I'm not sure if they'll be happy to be in the coaching position or the playing position. Which way do you think they'd rather be there, Lewis?
It's very hard to say. It's in a game I was managing and coaching a ladies team, and being there, you can tell your team what to do, and you can watch them, and you can give them feedback. But then it's very hard knowing that you can't get in the pool. There is always that desire to go in the pool, so you can make that difference. The players on the side, because obviously it's very hard to pick a team of 10 from a team of 12. Especially for the most important games. It's very hard to tell somebody that they need you to sit out, but all of those players and all of the players that are sitting and watching in the stands for both teams will be wanting to be in that pool, wanting to help drive the puck forward and urging them to get that goal. And we're underway once again, Nick.
And here we go, 10 minutes of extra time, 5 minutes each way with a short break in between, and it's GB starting with the advantage in numbers, 6 on 4, or 6 on 5, one GB still in the bin. See what they can do here.
Yes, 30 seconds left on Nathan Archer's penalty clock as the French go down that far left wall. I was saying earlier how a lot of teams like to go down that wall, because it gives them a good tactical advantage. The fitness really tests as you keep the players away from their own subs bin.
Yeah, look, both teams probably a little bit scared of the space at this stage. We've got a fast break here from the French player. Great pressure there from the GB backs. Oh, he's managed to flick that one into the tray on the end of that run, though. We'll go to the surface. Referees are signalling. Looks to be a goal being signalled by all three referees, and that's a blow there for GB. Less than a minute into this first half of extra time, and French player just managed to get a break there, and the GB backs just not able to reel him in, Lewis.
Yeah, it was great pressure from the backs to try and drive him across to the other side of the tin and force him into that corner. His flick, first of all, came up against the lip, which is the goal sticking away from the back wall because it is curved. Rob Tinkler there showing a little bit of upset with something, but
yeah, he seems to be frustrated at suggesting possibly a kick-out should be involved there for a foul of some description, but sadly not much you can do about it from the coach's box there, and GB now breaking off this strike. Yeah,
that was good to see. This is what character test is facing GB right now. They've faced that early goal, and it is time for them to come out fighting and get a quick response like the French did to them in normal time. Making good headway down the left wall. Nathan Archer there back in the pool.
Yeah, that's great pressure from GB there. Numbers behind the puck in the centre corridor and just managing to break it out and really get the pressure here against the French. And it's time for the French to try and step up and defend against what is a courageous GB at the moment.
Yeah, they are doing well, but the French have got it and they're going down that sub-bin side wall. But there has been a stoppage in play.
Looks like the Australian referee, Robbie Kilpatrick there, pulling up a gloving foul. So illegal advancement of the puck there by the GB player. I think that's probably in the tackle, reaching over and stealing that puck with his glove, Lewis.
Yeah, it's a shame to see moves break down like that, but that is a good reason why we have those three referees in. It gives them a good reason to get around all the aspects of the play and get the best views of what is happening to give a fair viewing of the game. And without them, it'd be there'd be a lot more upsets than there are with them.
Yeah, that's right. And with 2 minutes left on the clock, I'm sure they're not. It's not deliberate fouls here. It's just players with desperation here, and we'll see which side has the fitness to show through. So if we can flick back to that middle camera here. There's the vision we're looking for. Technicians are being worked to the bone here in the commentary studio, and they are doing the best they can to bring you the live feeds. We are a little bit limited by the upload speed here, and you will be seeing some pixely footage at home, but it is the very best we can do, I guarantee. There is no stone unturned here, and it's GB advantage puck right on the halfway line here. Just looking to push that puck in towards the contest. Neither team really aggressively trying to open the game up. Good bottom time there from the French backs, Lewis.
Yeah, very good bottom time from the French backs. There has been some good bottom time from both teams. As you can see now, the Great Britain backs getting down, holding their own on their own goal line. As the stoppage in play comes, we're looking for the referee with the arm up, and they're back in the middle of the pool. This will be maybe an advantage play, or just failure to hear the signal first time, as the puck will come back.
Yeah, look, it is loud on the pool deck out there at the moment. We've got a swath of supporters up in the stands for both GB and France, and a lot of Kiwi and Australian supporters lurking around up there too, and everyone just jumping on the bandwagon of the team in this game, and it's really great to see the international supporting going on.
And it's still signalled on the clock as the referee's timeout at the moment. This will be because the chief referee will be telling his water referees that the stick infringement which happened just now and was signalled by the referee, the French have a team warning for that, and they will need to send a player to the bin for most likely 2 minutes, and this gives Great Britain a good advantage with 1 minute 17 left in this first half.
Yeah, the referee just signalling to get the captain's attention from France there, and you're dead on the money there, Lewis. We've got a French player being thrown out. Looks like 2 minutes being signalled by the deck ref, and that'll see him out for the rest of this first half of extra time and into the start of the second half. So we'll see if GB can convert this into a goal.
Yeah, it's always good to have that one-man advantage, and if you can keep putting the pressure on a team with 5 men, they are likely to make mistakes. Any mistake, another stick infringement, will see them go down to 4.
And here we just see a little lift in intensity from GB as they really try and drive this 45 off the wall. Happy to play possession of the puck, trying to play this penalty time, and really draw in some of these French players and find some space.
Captain Tom Pitchforth there, again from Batley, his family out here supporting him down the left wall. And it's there in the left corner. There is space to bring it into the middle. There are 40 seconds left in this first extra time period.
GB are going to throw everything in the kitchen sink at this one, really trying to get this goal in and even it up in the first half of extra time. Right under the French sub-bench here. We'll just have to see if they can get those French legs and maintain the pressure, and or whether GB can spin this around and get it away from that sub-bench. But it's the French who've got the break here. Can GB get back in behind? And they do. They've got the numbers, just cycling that puck towards the middle of the pool.
14 seconds left. It needs a quick break by either team to get a goal in this first half. Being taken to the right, Harry Ellsmore swimming with it down that right side, challenged by the Frenchman, and that will see us out of this first extra time period.
Yeah, GB just running out of time on the clock there, Lewis, really applying that aggressive pressure and good swimming towards the end, and that may be a bit of a momentum shift we see coming into this second half of extra time. Just seems to be GB with the momentum and maybe with the fitness to carry it into the second half.
Yeah, we'll just have to see. 1 minute turnaround with 40 seconds left of that turnaround. Valentin Kerr is out for another 44 seconds, it tells us on our screen. So not much time for the coaches to communicate with their team. 30 seconds left, and we will be shortly underway once again for the second half of extra time.
What do you think the two coaches will be saying to their teams here, Lewis? Rob Tinkler there just taking a little bit more time than Coach Paul from France. What do you think he's telling his team?
Well, Coach Paul, I think, will be telling the French in this situation, obviously, what I'd say. I'd be telling them to keep their heads, don't need to do anything silly, try and control the game, play their tempo, because they are the ones in control of the game in the moment, whereas Rob Tinkler will be telling his young boys that they need to go out and give it everything. There's a lot of passion and there's a lot of fire in that team, as well as the fitness, which is what comes out of this level, and it's just a matter of who can hit first in this second half, because if the Great Britain boys push with the intensity they have all game, put the French under pressure in their own territory, anything can happen yet.
Great strength from the French player there, just managing to take it through two of the GB wingers there. GB just responding and just holding the pressure back against him, and here we see a reverse of where we were a second ago, with GB with the puck under their sub-bench, and we'll see if the fresh legs coming off the sub-bench make a difference here.
Surprised to see no call there from the referee. There was a French player who put his hand on the barrier to pull himself along, and I thought he'd get an advantage, but obviously the referees can't see everything. It is a fast game. Great Britain have the puck down that right wall, and will be trying to go down.
French player just trying to use his head there to block the GB player from getting the puck on. There's been a bit of a collision there between the GB players, and puck has bounced into his teammate's face. And I think we're going to see that there you go, the French player who was using his head on the wall there to block the GB attack has been penalised. Looks like the French number 5 being thrown out for a minute there, the signal ref Vero from Canada, signalling obstruction. So you can see the player just move off the line of the puck trying to stop the GB attack, and it's advantage puck GB.
Those fouls are very hard to pick up on in a lot of normal play. It's because obviously a swimmer can swim in front of the puck to try and get the puck off their teammate, but if they're stopping another swimmer from coming across to defend it, it's where do you draw the line, and I find that very hard as a referee to come across with that, Nick.
Yeah, nice little swerve there from the GB player, but just back into traffic, and we find there's a lot of players not really quite sure where the puck is, and there's a lot of arm chopping going on in this game. And referees, I think, maybe seeing it happening from both sides and just letting it go, or they were playing advantage. It looks like referee Robbie Kilpatrick, there we see that stick infringement, that chopping foul against France. So he was playing advantage, and we are going to see a French player go to the bin. He doesn't know what number. He's just telling the French captain there, put someone out. And
yeah, that's the team warning coming into effect once again. It's all well and good. A couple of fouls you can get away with, but once you've accumulated a few, or they're doing it deliberately, people get sent out, and that's what can cost people games. This is 6-on-4 now, a great chance for Great Britain. Yeah,
sadly a bit of a loose flick there off the free puck from GB, and French managed to pick it up and just clear it across to that wall. With just over 2.5 minutes to go here, we'll see if GB can use this power play, but it's the French player who drives in underneath there, and he's got to run towards the goals. It's a one-on-one situation. He's managed to turn inside that GP player. It's 2-on-2 at the goals. GB with the backs in behind. We've got a call here. I think we're going to see a stick infringement, probably against GB, but no, it's a gloving call going against the French.
Young Matthew Adams there, number 7, was straight up, and he was doing the same foul as the referee, signalling for that gloving foul. Matthew Adams, 14, 15 years old. This is his first World Championships. His father Richard has played at elite level. He's played at he's still currently playing at massive level, so he's keeping it in the family there, and a bright future for this young man.
Yeah, it's great to see a lot of young kids here. I think you'll find the French probably right at the end of that drive, just getting the gloves against that back wall and just trying to wedge it along there. And we've got another French player in the bin, so it's 6-on-3. GB really with all the opportunity here. And let's see if they can seize it and tie this game up.
6-on-4 now. And the next player for the French getting in 40 seconds, and then 50 seconds for the player after. So, but it's still time for Great Britain to get this equaliser, which will come as a great motivational boost if they are able to achieve that. But French on the attack now.
So GB just managing to jam that puck in behind and then roll it off, and maintaining possession here, looking for support, which he's found. He's gone for the little push-pull there to try and get inside that French back, but he's hit him and cleaned him up. Great numbers on the bottom from GB backing up, and good stealing coming in behind. Rob Tinkler there urging his player forward. Swim, he says, swim.
1 minute just over remaining in this second half of extra time. It is really do or die time now for the Great Britain boys.
We really start to see the fatigue setting in, and teams that just lose passes and swimming, but we've got a bit of a break here from GB as he swims. Lovely little pull inside. French player not getting a lot of that puck, but slowing the GB player down. We'll just have a look to the surface. Ref's not playing any advantage or any call, so it's play on.
Yeah, it's very hard to watch these games, and you see something happen and we can't see the rest because we're just watching it on a camera feed underwater. And yeah, so and there has been a stoppage, 35 seconds left. What is this referee signaling? And it's an advantage puck for Great Britain. A French player there either using their free arm or pulling their way along the barrier to gain an advantage.
Yeah, so that signal there, that little pinch showing that the French player just holding onto the wall. That's the one you picked up on earlier, Lewis. They've done it again, but not gotten away with it this time. And we're back to 6-on-6, and it's really all or nothing here for GB. 35 seconds left on the clock. They've got to put one in to tie this up. And let's see if they can move it into the open and make this dangerous.
Great Britain forcing it into the melee, and the French taking it out into that corner. They know how long's left. They can hold it there. They've got the fitness to stay down. It's up to Great Britain to get it out of that corner and drive it into the goal tin.
Sadly, I think with 20 seconds left, that's enough for one player just to hold it in there. And as you can see, there's just one French player. He has popped. Can GB cycle it out? 8 seconds left on the clock. This stage, it looks like the French have got it locked down in there, but we've got a signal. I don't know if that signal's come through with enough time on the clock for GB to be able to do anything with it.
Yeah, the referee holding their hand on the shoulder, making a triangle with their arm and body to signify cornering, which was the first player that is legally allowed to take it in there and hold it there for as long as they like. But a second player went in there and didn't make any physical attempt to remove the puck out of that corner, which is time wasting and an illegal move.
Puck released into the contest. But there's the final buzzer. Referees come up. We've got some passion and some celebration from the French players there, ecstatic with that victory. GB courageous all the way to the very end there with the pressure right on the tray, but sadly Lewis just not able to put that one in. It's been a titanic battle here. That extra time, 10 minutes, both teams really with the opportunity to take control, and sadly for you Lewis, it's the French that managed to just hold it out at the end there.
Yeah, it's never good